I believe the most important thing Palantir is actually doing is not whether we should be used to deport undocumented people in America, most of which were in the context of where we were doing it involved in felonious behavior. I think that ends actually is more politicization than a real issue. I do think there are real issues around profiling and when do you use this software in a local jurisdictional context. We've walked away from building databases against Muslims and many other things. And there's some very, very legitimate issues that are concerning that are hard to answer in courts in a short form. But what does it mean in the West currently to use software? It means to defend your ideas. And why do I want to be here? Why are you here? Because the idea of sovereignty of a nation comes down to software heroism and an ability, which leads to the ability to push back on a larger, more powerful power. And the correlator of Wittgenstein is to believe in an idea but not be willing to defend it, in my view, is not believing in it. Just like in the civil liberties context, to say you're pro-civil liberties but not take the time to understand what that means technically, by the way, I'm not saying that's what you're doing, is actually not to be on civil liberties. It's just to be red or blue factioned in America, when in fact civil liberties are a technical issue. To believe you believe in freedom, general flow of ideas, an ability to define what the border of your country is and not be willing to defend it, in my view, means you don't believe in the idea. And software, especially my company, Palantir, plays an enormous role in the defense of these ideas. And I'm very, very proud of that. And I think on the civil liberties debate thing, what I hope we move past red-blue civil liberties, neither of which are right. I've historically been progressive. I believe mostly what people want in the civil liberties community is right, although a certain percentage of them, it's not about that, it's about who you voted for. And I think that's a really bad way to do civil liberties. And we're now basically in a different context, and you're going to find people like me where civil libertarians have been skeptical of. I want to defend the civil liberties primarily by making sure the countries that are actually pro-civil liberties win by espousing the values we believe in. By the way, again, on the battlefield, not just in like protecting data, making sure people aren't profiled in America, conforming with GDPR in Europe, but on the actual battlefield where these things are often decided, the ability to segment data, to control who sees what, to purge data, to make sure only the people on your side in the specialized components see the data, i.e. exactly what you need in GDPR, is exactly what wins the battle, while actually being able to control your positions, understand the adversary, and disrupt their information flow. And it's the ability to win on that battlefield that actually makes sure you don't have wars, that the values we believe in actually turn out to be the winning values, that the best people are involved in these values. And that's why these conferences in Poland and why Poland and Ukraine are so important, not just to the people of Poland, Ukraine, and in Eastern Europe, but to all of us. And why civil liberties are actually crucial to what we've done. Mm-hmm. Of course, there's always what you do and whether people believe you. When you're supplying, I think we're the largest supplier of software, pure software in the world by a lot. And so people often wonder, well, if you're doing that and you're supporting clandestine services and police departments, how can you actually be pro-civil liberties? But what I would say in a longer format is that's exactly why you're pro-civil liberties.